As this is taking quite a long time to import actually, in order for just this tutorial and also for your sanity, I suggest that you import sections of the FIGUREGROUND in so you can have smaller areas to import into 3ds Max, making it a bit easier to import and then play around with that DXF. So I'm just going to cancel the import. And then we're going to go back into our FIGUREGROUND DWG. And then we're just going to choose this section of the FIGUREGROUND to import into 3ds Max for this exercise. So we're just going to delete everything else. This will also probably be more successful, as I may have not actually gone and deleted all of those extra non-enclosed polylines. So here I'm actually just going to show you 2 quick ways in which you can do this now that we've just got a smaller section. The first is to type in bpoly and press enter. And then we're just going to go OK, and we're just going to select inside our rectangle. And because this is still quite a large area, even with just as a section, it's got a lot of boundaries, especially because QGIS likes to make little polylines going all around the building instead of just one single line per side. So this will then try and create an enclosed polyline within AutoCAD. But as you can see, this also takes quite a while. So the other alternative is, if we just exit that, the other option is to actually, as you can see, there's an enclosed one here, but these ones are not. So in order to get this line out of this enclosed to create an overall closed building envelope polyline, we can hold down Control, and this will allow us to select just this line within the polyline. We can just press delete and then join that to create one polyline entity. Now I know that there are going to be a few polylines that do not extrude properly because I haven't gone through and double checked to see whether there's any lines that are not an enclosed polyline. However, for the sake of this tutorial, we will just ignore that. So now we're just going to save as a new file and call this section 1. And then close it. And then we're going to go back into 3ds Max and we're going to go File, Import, and we're going to import our FIGUREGROUND Section 1 DWG. We're going to make sure that the incoming units are set to meters and that everything is as it was before. And then we're going to press OK to open up this DWG, and already look at that instantaneous import. The previous time when I tried to import the whole FIGUREGROUND, I actually paused the video and waited for about 5 minutes and it was still loading. So moral of the story, little bits at a time is the way to go. Now we can't actually see where the FIGUREGROUND has been imported into, as currently we have our terrain hiding it because we have made a mass out of this. So we're going to go up to the Layers Explorer, which will open a layer sidebar. This is something similar to what you may have seen in AutoCAD, and we're just going to expand this and hide the terrain, and there we have our polygon FIGUREGROUND. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to select the FIGUREGROUND, and as its individual entities, there's going to be a lot of things saying what the X and Y and Z axis availabilities are. So we're just going to orbit, and then we're going to go to the Modifier tab, and we're going to put an extrude modifier on these buildings. And just wait for that to load. This may take a little bit of time because there are so many buildings. And voila, we have some extruded buildings. However, there isn't actually any depth to these buildings yet, as we haven't given it a height, but we can see that it's turned the polylines into extruded entities. So now, because we haven't dissected what are the individual heights of each building, we're just going to give it an average height of 5 meters on the basis of this being about the height of most 2-story houses, maybe a bit under 2-story, a bit over a 1-story in its overall elevation. And there we go. We have our buildings. Now, as you can see here, there are a few polylines that haven't created an extruded object. This is due to the fact that the polylines have not been enclosed in these, and it's just created a plane to the individual line instead of to the enclosed polyline. You can go back and fix these up, but for now, this is looking pretty good to me. That concludes this video. Thank you for watching this how-to guide. In the next video, I'll be showing you how to align these buildings with the topography we've created using the scripted glue tool plugin in 3ds Max. Until next time, bye!